Hello and welcome to today's class. Today we want to find the square root of 72. We all know that 72 is not a perfect square. Unlike the other numbers we have, like the square root of 4 is 2 and the square root of 9 is 3, square root of our 16 is 4, down, 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 right? Good. So, but for this 76 is not a perfect square. So how do we solve this? Using the genus method, a special method to solving this. I'm going to use two methods. The first method is the common one. The second one is the genus method of solving this. And also you can try other square root of other numbers that are not perfect square if it works out. Okay, so let's take our solution to these challenges. So we have your solution. All right, now in our elementary mathematics, let's try the first method. So we have your first method. So in the first method, we have the square root of 72. You're right? Good. And in our elementary mathematics, we were taught that when you are to find the square root of a number, then you do what is called the long division method. And so we're going to put here 72 here, and here we think of the uh, prime number that can go into this 72. So we discover that 2 can go into it. So 2 into our 72, that will give us our 36, right? Good. 2 can equally go again, and so if we use 2 to divide our 36, that will give us our 18, and if we use 2 again to divide this, that will give us our 9. But 2 cannot go into 9 again, and so 3 go into that will give us here our 3. The 3 here again will give us our 1. Now we have to group them, right? But first of all, let's write here our 72. We now give us here the square root of 72 is equal to the square root of our 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, then let's extend this to cover it up here. Then we have to do rewrite this in index form. Applying the law, we see that where you have your a times a, so this is a to the power of our 2. Okay, so from here we go to rewrite this. So this is going to give us the square root of our 2 here to the power of our 2. We are taking the first 2, then we have 2 out here. So we have 2 here, that times our 3 to the power of 2. Have 2 of it, so this out here. All right, so rewriting it is going to give us the square root of our 2 times 2 times the square root, 3 to the power of 2 times our 2. Now, according to the law of sword, it says that when you have your square root of your a times b, so this is same thing as the square root of a times the square root of b, right? So with this, we can rewrite this as this now be equal to the square root of our 2 to the power of 2 times the square root of our 3 to the power of 2 times the square root of our 2. So this radical will go with these two, this will go with this. So we are now left with our 2 times our 3 times the square root of our 2. And so this is going to end up giving us our 6 root 2. Now, what is root 2? Root 2 is around 1.414, right? Good. So this is going to give us our 6 times 1.414. All right, so if we multiply this by this, then we're going to end up with 8.484, right? Good. Now with this answer we have here, if we decide to take this figure to the nearest 1 dp or to 1 dp, this is going to give us our 8.5 approximately. So we now say that the square root of our 72 is equals to 8.5. Good. Now this is a long method of solving this, and this for elementary. But the Genus method of solving this, how do we handle this? It is very easy. So let's look at the second method. The second method, I call it the Genus method of solving this. All we just need to do is to do a simple arithmetic. First of all, we know that our 2 to the power of 2 will give us our 4. Then 3 to the power of 2 will give us our 9. And our 4 to the power of 2 will give us 16. Then 5 to the power of 2 will give us our 25. We've not gotten to 72 because we are looking for a number, the range, okay, that will give us 72. And so we have our 6 to the power of 2 is 36, and our 7 to the power of 2 is 49. Then we continue, 8 to the power of 2 is our 64, right? Then we have our 9 to the power of 2 is our 81. So here, this is not 72. The number we have there, 72, is greater than 64, but it's less than 81. So the number is between our 64 and 81. That is where we're going to have the square root of our 72. Okay, since it's between 64 and 81, we now look at the closer range to it. We have 64. And so the number is between 8 and 9. The answer we're going to get for the square root of 72 is between 8 and 9. And so our square root of 72 will now be equal to, since we said the figure is between 8 and 9, and 8 here is far closer to our 74, and so from the square root of it here, so what we do here is this. We take this, our 8, so we're going to have our 8 here, there, plus the difference between our figure here and the square of our 8. So our 72 will now be 72 minus our 64 all over, let's put this in bracket, all over. We now come to the bottom. Now we have this 8 here, we just multiply it by 2. So this is going to give us 2 times our 8. So let's go ahead and simplify this expression. So this is going to give us our 8 there plus, if you simplify your 72 minus our 64, that will give us our 8 all over our 2 times 8. And so because we have a multiplication here, this 8 goes with this 8 here. And so we are now left with our 8 here, right? There plus our 1 all over 2. And what is 1 all over 2? That is half. And if we convert that to decimal point, that will give us our 0.5, right? And so we're going to end up having this to be our 8 plus 0.5. And if you add up this is going to give us 8.5. So what does that imply? So it means that the square root of our 72 here is equal to our 8.5. Now, what is the answer we got where we use the other method? We got the approximate value to be 8.5. So this is how you solve for a square root of numbers that are not perfect square. Okay, so we're going to take an assignment to this. I want you to solve for me. Okay, so let's take our assignment, our take-home assignment, and drop your answer in the comment section. So assignment, the square root of 21. What would be the square root of 21? Apply this method, the Genus method. So this is how you solve for this. If you learned something from the video, do not forget to give the video a thumbs up. See you in our next class. Bye.